Like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below. This morning, Thursday, the CCSA reports 13,256 new cases of COVID spotted around the country. In the same period, 13,829 people have recovered and been released from quarantine, along with the news that 131 deaths within a 24-hour period have been attributed to the virus. As vaccine rates remain under the percentage set as the goal by the government, so the reopening of cities such as Bangkok on our own have, as expected, been put back to a tentative date of sometime in November. Reports indicate that Bangkok has 44% vaccine rate, that's both doses. Pattaya and Banglamung are reporting far higher, but the national figure remains in the low 20s. With tourism previously making up some 20% of the gross domestic product, and the reality that a far higher amount could be included if the black economy, those who don't pay tax or report, were included. The future for bars, clubs and the fun side of tourist cities remains firmly on hold. If the black economy were included, then those figures might well show 50% more in previous years, based on the self-employed and businesses that don't report, together with mum-and-pop operations such as beach services, taxis, motorcycle riders and the like. Instead, the country now relies on the small numbers arriving in Phuket, which then spread even thinner, as many drift to islands as soon as they can, and others to their homes here. The Director of Disease Control reports that the number of COVID patients needing ventilators and intense medical treatment has fallen consistently over the past few weeks. Nationally, the reduction is attributed to the increase in vaccines, which do reduce symptoms of those who catch the virus. And we're told to expect even lower death rates, along with, it's hoped, those vaccinated being able to continue with home quarantine, suffering only short-term and minor symptoms similar to the flu. 59 million baht on the street is the value of drugs said to have been seized in a major operation yesterday in the northeast of Thailand. With information gleaned from those previously arrested and facing life in prison themselves, police teams swooped on several locations, arresting Thais and some from other Asian countries, all involved in the lucrative but illegal business of transporting and delivering large amounts of drugs. And it's likely that more raids will follow, as those nabbed this week will roll over quickly too. A transgender Malaysian wanted in her own country after renouncing her religion and, as a result, having an arrest warrant looming in Malaysia, has been arrested here on technical charges of illegal entry and having had her passport revoked. She was duly bailed. As Malaysia appeals for her return, so, we're told, she has every hope of political asylum in other countries, leaving Thailand as the pig in the middle of a dispute that isn't of its own making. The so-called business entrepreneur claims that, were she to return, she would be in danger and has received death threats. Tomorrow, Friday, is a government holiday which will see all offices, such as immigration, closed. Those who need to visit immigration or utility companies are best to plan not to go on Monday unless absolutely need be, as usually there are longer queues after a holiday period. Perhaps a note of cheer, as in a cabinet meeting on Wednesday, the Prime Minister responded to a comment from another minister that the idea of the sale of land to non-Thais was illegal, with the words to the effect that it would not be illegal, and that it would stimulate the dwindling economy. Feelings on both sides of that fence are strong, as many continue to believe that land sales to non-Thais would see prices rise, whilst others see it as a natural progression. It seems that Patong police in Phuket finally took off their sunglasses at night this week, as they raided numerous bars and restaurants selling alcohol despite COVID laws. Police claim the raids were as a result of complaints by concerned citizens, and that they had no idea that it was going on until they received reports recently. Strange, as they not only have police stations at the end of the busy thoroughfare, but also have cops on the beat there nightly. Nevertheless, coffee cups were inspected and found not to contain brown hot substance, and we're told just a handful of bars and eateries were raided. Meanwhile, at home and in our own region, Chonburi province reported 743 new cases of the virus, 168 in Chonburi, 168 as well in Sriracha, 132 in Banglamung, including Pattaya, 46 in Sattahip, and the balance around the province. In the same period, we're told, just one death has been attributed to the virus. Some locals have complained to police after being conned here into paying for vaccines on social media, only to find that the recipients of their cash have disappeared and of course are not associated with any medical centres. With the indoor sports stadium yesterday, today and probably tomorrow busy supplying vaccines, often Pfizer, for free, it's wiser to deal only with government websites and bookings. Condo juristic persons have in some cases begun investigating the use of condos for business uses, specifically cooking for resale. Issues such as drainage and the smell have been recorded, and with the obvious fact that a catering licence can't be issued to a condo address, those who run the mom-and-pop operations are being advised to seek commercial premises. In at least one case, the health department has been involved in inquiries, as a proper, safe and licensed premises is legally required for the preparation of any food for resale, and one of the major issues is of course a grease trap which prevents fires. With the Met Office promising highs today of 30 dropping down to 26, and continued rain at any time throughout the day. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme,